Ladies and gentlemen, this is a sad day in the basketball community. Derrick Rose has officially announced his retirement from the game of basketball. For those of you who didn't get to watch MVP Derrick Rose, the youngest MVP in NBA history at 22 years of age, play basketball, you missed out on a lot. Growing up as a kid, turning into a teenager, right? I was able to watch this guy right here, Derrick Rose, bring the passion out of a lot of NBA fans. He helped a lot of NBA fans fall in love with the game of basketball. Now, I'm not here to say Derrick Rose made me fall in love with the game of basketball. For me, that was Bobby Jackson and Allen Iverson. But what I will say is watching Derrick Rose gave me an excitement, an urge to continue to work harder, get in that gym, and work on my game. There was just something special about him. Something very special. Can't name it. He just had the it factor. He wasn't even in his prime. We never got to see prime Derrick Rose necessarily. He was just entering like level one, and that's how good he was. At level 1, 2 MVP of the league. His ceiling was phenomenal. Super high ceiling. The ACL tear heard around the world. That's what we got robbed of. We got robbed of such a great career. He had a good career, but the ACL robbed us of a great career that Derrick Rose could have had. Now, you know, there's speculation and controversy of why he was in the game late and when they were up double digits, why is he still in the game and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, you know, we can't change history, but it freaking sucks. I'm one of those guys that are like, man, well, if he didn't, you know, he would have, especially with Derrick Rose, you just wanted to see him do more, win more, and achieve a higher level of greatness, man. But he's, you know, been able to provide for his family. His family is set up for life and things of that nature. So that's definitely a blessing at the end of the day in the bigger scheme of things. But yeah, man, Derrick Rose, this sucks. This sucks. We're gonna go ahead and watch this video, a tribute video from the Chicago Bulls that they made for him. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy.
With the first pick in the 2008 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Derrick Rose from the University of Memphis.
I play with my heart. I'm playing on the highest basketball level in my hometown.
36 points and 11 assists for Derrick Rose in about as good a rookie playoff debut as you will ever see.
Special. I remember watching this dunk live because I used to be a supporter of the Phoenix Suns because of how big of a fan I was of Steve Nash. Okay? Huge fan of Steve Nash. So that's why I remember this play vividly. I'm watching it on my TV, and I thought it was Steve Nash at first that got dunked on. I was like, nah, my boy Nash. I said, oh, it's Goran Dragic. Yes! Derrick Rose paved the way for a lot of players today. He paved the way for the likes of a John Morant. Paved the way for the likes of a Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Like, his play style was one of one. We often don't see that at the guard position. You dig what I'm saying? Especially like a player like John Morant. I think John Morant has definitely been like not a reincarnated version of Derrick Rose. He has his own version of it, but it's like watching John Morant is what us people that grew up watching Derrick Rose is what we kind of remember. Like, you know, it was that electric, that electrifying. Must-see TV. He deserves all of his flowers and then some. Now it's the question of, is Derrick Rose a Hall of Famer? In my eyes and in the fans' eyes, he is a basketball, you know, like savant. He is etched in history, regardless if he's a Hall of Famer or not. Because to us, the basketball culture, he changed the game for a lot of us. So with that being said, I think he would be in a lot of fans' Hall of Fame votes. You do what I'm saying? Now, will he make the Basketball Hall of Fame? You know, the jury is still out on that. We don't know. Is there enough? Does he have enough accolades to reach that? We don't know. But I will say, If he does reach it, I wouldn't be upset. I'd be ecstatic. In fact, I hope he does. Moving forward on the same topic, though, NBA Central reports saying it's unlikely the Chicago Bulls will sign Derrick Rose to a one-day contract at this moment to have him retire as a Chicago Bull, due to the fact that they are currently at the maximum of 21 offseason contracts per KC Jehu. I'm gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Chicago Bulls. This is beyond an Adam Silver problem. You got 21 offseason contracts. If you don't make room to sign Derrick Rose to a one-day contract so he can retire in the Windy City where he started, you are doing the game of basketball a disservice. You're doing Derrick Rose a disservice. Y'all not going to the finals anyways this year. Pay homage to the GOATs, man. Pay homage to the greats of basketball. Pay homage to the youngest NBA MVP in NBA history. Now, I'm sure one of them contracts is a two-way or whatever the case may be, but you have 21 offseason contracts. I know you can offload one of those to make room for Derrick Rose's one-day contract without hurting your roster. Do right. Do it for the people. The game is about the people, the fans, the fandom, the storylines. Opening night in Chicago. At the United Center, Derrick Rose retires, walks in the stadium. You feel me? Gives the standing ovation in the middle of the court while he has his jersey in his hands. Matter of fact, retire his jersey. That's how good Derrick Rose was. And he's going to be missed in the game of basketball. The biggest what could have been, or one of the biggest what could have been stories in the NBA. And the reason why I say retire his jersey is because he is from Chicago. Drafted to Chicago. Made Chicago relevant again. He deserves it. So Chicago, do right by Derrick Rose. Damn it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, man. This is my ending spiel. I'm going to go ahead and direct this to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, man, one hell of a career. One hell of a career. The fact that you got to ride off into the sunset, after, 15 years in the league, 14, 15 years in the league is the top 1%, man. That's a very high percent group that you're in there. You know what I mean? And not a lot of people make it past year 2 or 3. Not many people make it to their second contract. Okay. You made the most of your career. You helped us fans enjoy the game of basketball yet again. That 50-point performance, I believe you were in, I wouldn't say, was it Minnesota? Or I forget what team you were on when you had the 50-point performance, but that right there was like a vintage moment for a lot of your fans that grew up with you. And you've had plenty of moments that we can't forget because of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to YouTube, shout out to social media, because we can see these clips and highlights whenever we please. Last thing I'm gonna say is this, man. Your imprint on the game of basketball is bigger than you think, brother. You deserve all the flowers that you're about to get in this coming weeks, coming months, and this coming year, and then after that. Salute to you, my dog. Enjoy retirement. You will be missed. Sayonara. Still on there checking off, man. Peace.